Okay, let's try this again. This is Iron Bill back again with another video. I started earlier and saw the light go on in the kitchen behind me and thought my wife was popping in, and she doesn't like to be on film, so I had to restart. So anyway, played some PvP tonight. I'm going to show you a match here in a second, but I got to tell you, man, matchmaking was not kind the last couple of days. I mean, really, the tryhards are on hard, and my fear, the greater fear, is that basically people are walking off and the pool's getting condensed. And I got to tell you, it was not fun playing the last 2 days. There's just no mincing words. And I mean, I've been on the wrong side of some very lopsided smashes, and people, in the lobby with 11 and 12 KDs. I mean, come on, that just shouldn't happen. And I'm not going to complain too much about it, but I don't know how much of it I can take, and keep a good attitude about it. And yeah, it's true, I'm tired and all that stuff too, but I can't even experiment with anything, or I won't get a single kill, I won't get a single defeat. And I'm sorry, to run full meta to barely pull even. It's not an experience I want to have. I'll just go do something else. So I can't stay positive in my attitude if that's my experience all the time. And people say, "Well, just get better." Well, yeah. Why don't I just grow some too? While I'm at it, I think I'm too short. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and roll the footage, and you will see that I'm running Suros, Mindbenders. Oop, let's shut that off. Mindbenders and Hammerhead. And and again, I forgot to set down my video, but I did do it afterwards, after I realized that I hadn't done it. So the next video will be better. I just didn't have it in me to play anymore tonight. It was just rough. So after this rough patch here, I think it straightens out a little bit. Anyway, I wanted to approach B, and you'll always know what kind of match you're in for by the time you try to take B. So there's somebody over there. There's somebody to my left. I'm going to switch to Mindbenders. He's focused, and that's the end for him. I start to take B. I think we might even get it. We do. And then I decide to pull over here and realize that I'm getting surrounded. I push into something my friends aren't there to help me with, so I'm going to go back around. I notice that C's being taken. I don't know if we're going for A or they're just going to try to take our zone to the side, and of course they're spread out and they pop me. Now, good teams will spread out like that. They're in close proximity and they're working together, but they won't all be clustered together. And when they do that, it feels like they're everywhere at once. So doing okay here. And then you'll see them really start pushing us here. And it's because our team is just not being aggressive enough. They get heavy and they control heavy. That's another bad thing we let them do. I noticed now that they have a fire team of 2 people communicating. That does help them as well. And yeah, anyway, so here we go. This guy just rushes right at me with annoying hunger. I'm trying to run Suros. It's not spun up. He's going to win that fight. Then he's just running and shotgunning. And they've got us basically spawn trapped at this point. They've got us pushed into our spawn. This guy is trying to just slide through and kill us over and over. That's the same guy that just killed me, by the way. And then, of course, I've got nowhere to go on that one. And yeah, I'm going to have to enter lanes a lot more carefully. And I'm trying not to be too timid about my play, but by golly, the way it is, I mean, we get punished hard. For our people at my level get punished hard for making big moves, and it just makes you not want to do it. All right, so this guy's sitting down here trying to catch us on our spawn. That's all he's doing. He's just trying to control the spawn. And so this is tying us up here, but if we leave, he'll take the zone. It's just one of those deals, so we don't have any choice but to defend it. I just didn't quite finish it myself. I'm going to back off here. They are charging from the outside. I'm going to let them try it. Sit here, spin it up, kind of pre-firing the corner. They don't take the bait. And I'm just going to wait here a second. And we managed to pull that guy down. I think I might have even got a piece of 2 here. No, that guy, he's the same one I think that's cutting off to the side. And we got to keep him occupied, so our friend there, Keiju Soul or whatever. Oh, and there's a super. Time to bug out. I'm just going to go off the radar for a second, try to slide on out of the situation. They're going to get A. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to start contesting the heavy. Pull this guy down because he panics. I'm going to bait him to come up here after this. But I notice, too late, that I didn't get the third. But I did control the heavy. They didn't get it right away. Now, at this point, they're 21 points up. And it's looking like a runaway. And that heavy's going to be key. If they get it again, we're toast. So, at this point. Now, they might get it again later and it wouldn't matter. But until we can kind of bring the score up, we're in trouble. And just not going to let them have it. So we got that guy. He backed off. His friend did. He didn't pull the heavy. We're going to get this guy, team shot. Moving up here again. And I think I get pulled down finally here. But I managed to get pieces of 2 there. Sloppy Ruins, of course, got the kills, but I had enough of them that I got assists on them. My job there, I felt, was to keep them off the heavy at whatever cost. Survive as long as I could, but they could not have the heavy. And we're 53-68, so it is helping. Now, I come up here and I turn away from it. I've got to learn not to do that. I actually think I have heavy, and I just backed off so I could engage. And then this guy's gone, and I'm so glad he didn't come back, because I would have been shocked to find out that I didn't have heavy. It took me a while to figure it out. I'm like, wait, what? No heavy ammo? Because I can't read. Apparently. I was right here before I figured it out. It's only a miracle that I did not die. And really what I was trying to do was bait them in. It was a super that saved me because they ran from it. Alright, so this guy's confused. I'm going to pull this fellow down. And then his friend slides in on the other side. And that's that red magic sliding shotgun Warlock again. Now, we'd pulled even up to that point in time because we were doing a decent job controlling the heavy, keeping them off of it. That was enough. But if you don't have zones, you can't win. Now, with this team, we're just going to have to push forward. We can't sit back here forever. We're going to lose. But I take damage there, and I can't push into the area or I'll get cleaned up. They're going to get B. I'm holding on a second because I know they're going to come. There he is right around the corner. If I stay off the radar, I might be able to catch him with a shotgun when he pops around here. I'm just waiting for it. There's more than one. Okay. And then I see that I'm basically alone now. I've got to get out. And he is pursuing. And I think nope, I don't quite get away because his friend cleans me up. And there were just 4 or 5 of them there. And that was a turning point. If we had any chance, it died right then. I hung in that zone too long trying to get a kill. And I needed to recognize that the hole was going to collapse on me. And I just didn't. Now, this match wasn't a total loss. I mean, I see here that they're coming behind. And it's a super, so I'm getting out. And then, of course, get pulled down. And then that's what I was talking about earlier when it seems like they're everywhere at once. Because they're spread out enough. He had our egresses cut off. And I think I'm not even going to sit on a zone. If my teammates aren't going to go for a zone, there's no reason for me to do it either. So I'm just going to pull over here, and I'm just kind of mad by now. And I see that guy, and rather than firing on him, I just think, so what? I'm going to solo super this guy just to make a point. And then that's going to back the other guys off for a second. There's heavy on the ground, but I'm not going for it. That's a sucker move. I don't see the guy here, but I know he's around here, and I'm just going to push aggressively into it. Mindbenders. See, I like Mindbenders better because I can get 2 shots off on that before I can get 2 shots off on a Felwinter. If you're accurate with a Felwinter, now watch this series. We're both lousy. I should have died. I don't have any shot. Well, I did have 1 shot left, but it wasn't loaded. And he's pursuing me like he should, but he can't strafe fire well enough to take me down with that hand cannon. So I got him with the Suros. I'd like to say that skill won that fight for me, but it was the lack of skill that won it for me because we were both awful. That should not have happened. That's typically what happens. Now, I got to 1, but his teammate, of course, gets me. The Super Mage and the other Warlock were just a huge pain to me. It's starting to slip away again. And then I think we just kind of begin to edge it back. And when our team... Okay, so there's a super. We can push forward on that so long as he doesn't die, but we got to watch the right now because that's where the trouble's coming from. I'm going to grab that shotgun ammo. My teammate died over here, and that felt good. That felt good. That's that Warlock that had been giving me so much trouble. I can't stay here forever. They're collapsing on my left side. I get this guy. And that's just finally having a little situational awareness, realizing that I was not going to get out of that mess if I hung in there any longer, because they were going to take the, C because my teammates were on A. And that's very often what happens to me too on this map in particular, is my teammates will bug out and go for the other side while I'm trying to control the map on this end. Okay, he got behind the pedestal before I could kill him. And why it takes so long for the Hammerhead to kill something in my hands, who knows? You would think even body shots, I wouldn't take a second and a half to kill somebody. He didn't have anything special going on that I could see. I don't know of any mods that would let you, that would defend you against a heavy like that. Okay, so I don't recognize the skid there quickly enough, but I get away with it. I should have died, by the way. I'm in a bad spot. See it coming. Sooner or later, they're going to see me on the radar. And we only have 7 seconds, but you know what? I'm not going to feed them that last kill that easily. Just not going to do it. So, there we go. Going to back up because I hate getting killed that last second. How do we do? Now, I don't mind we lost. I really don't. I don't like this, you know, where you see the big bomb dropped on people. I'd like to see it a bit more even, but it's not as, I mean, this is not even close to some of the matches I had tonight. There was one where a guy was like, I don't know, he was something like 40, and it was a mercy. And I don't remember exactly what his number was. It was obscenely high, and his KD, his efficiency was like 11.5. And it just wrecked the room. I mean, everyone else was mortal, but that one person on the other side just destroyed the room. And, you know, people say, well, it's just one guy. Well, no, it isn't. I mean, it's 12 guys, okay? The 6 guys on that side, 6 guys on this side. And the whole experience for 11 people is set aside for the one person, you know, in this kind of a situation. That's what people have to realize. I mean, when you basically look at this, 0.87, 0.67, 0.05. I mean, come on. How much fun are these guys having? Really? That's what I want to know. I mean, I don't know. And everybody's idea of fun is different. You know, I want to be competitive, and I want to have the other side be competitive against me. You know, and that's where I strongly defend the skill-based matchmaking, because that is going to give you contests that are interesting. You feel like you're in it. You're engaged. You know, when you're getting rolled, and no matter what you do, you get thumped time after time. You figure, why even try? And a lot of times, just sit down, let them kill you over and over, or leave. I left a match tonight because I thought, I'm not sitting through this again. And it's awful to be that way. So rather than rage throughout the entire event, I just thought, I'm just going to go. And if they ban me, they ban me. I mean, I'm not missing anything. So anyway, I'm hoping to get a little rest tonight and come in tomorrow a little bit more rested and you know, try it again, and just hoping for better. I mean, sometimes Friday nights are like this, Thursday too, and I hope that's all it is. But man, oh man, we're 2 months away from the next DLC, and you know, we're already 3 months into this one, so it's a 5-month drought. And I think at some point in time, people just say, man, enough. You know, I don't think I want to do this anymore, and that may be happening. And if it does, then this is going to get really, really toxic and fast. I mean, think trials. I mean, unless you know, tie up your big boy shoes and go in there knowing that you better be full metal and meta and on your game, you may as well not set foot in trials. And this could turn into that. It has before, and that's why they put in skill-based matchmaking in the first place. I hope it doesn't go back to that. You know, I don't mind connection-based matchmaking so long as the matches are generally level. That has not been the case the last couple of days. Not at all. Not even close. So I wanted to play tonight until I had a match where I at least did halfway decently. And it took 90 minutes to have a match that actually, you know, was worth watching. because all the rest of them were just awful. I mean, they were awful, and it was just thump after thump after thump. And I'm not talking about me personally. I'm talking about the other team just steamrolling over the top of my team over and over and over again. You can say I'm a bad player, and I am, but I'm not bad enough to make that happen. Okay, so something's wrong. Anyway, enough of that. I guess that's probably an indication it's time to end this tonight. So I try to end it with a smile and say, thank you so much for watching. For some reason, people like to watch this, some people, and I thank you for that. I really do appreciate the comments, by the way. They've been positive, and it helps. It does, and makes me want to get back in here and try again and try some different things. So keep watching. I'll keep making them, and with that, I bid you good night.